It's Wulf, and in this CD review, we're going to be taking a look at Damn from Kendrick Lamar. This is the collector's edition of the album, which means that the artwork is a little bit different from the original version, and also the track list is in reverse order compared to the original version, because something along the lines of Kendrick Lamar said that this is like the best way to listen to it is with the tracks in this order. So, getting right into it, starting with the artwork on the front here, you have a picture of Kendrick seemingly mid-sentence there because he's like talking. He's wearing a t-shirt that says Damn, which is the title of the album. There's a very large parental advisory explicit content sticker on there. That's actually, I mean, I've seen a lot of CDs and that's in an abnormally large one, but whichever. It's all in black and white, and I think it fits, although there isn't much going on in this cover. I think that it fits with the sort of subtle but powerful nature that this album has about it, especially as it's become regarded as one of the best rap albums really ever. It's won a lot of awards and stuff, but I'm going to talk about that a little bit later on. But yeah, so even though the cover is sort of simple, I really think that it fits the album very well, and yeah, I think that there's not really much better that they could have done for this. I think this is probably sort of the best thing they could have put on the cover for this album is something like this that's really subtle but fitting for it. Moving on to the side, you just have Kendrick Lamar, Damn, and then information about some of the publishing stuff, like Top Dog Entertainment is on there and everything. Again, simple, however, album title, artist name, gets the job done. Also, as I said, fits with the understated but powerful sort of theme of the artwork on this album. On the back, you have another picture of a different angle. I believe it's still Kendrick, but the face is kind of cut off, wearing the Damn t-shirt again. You have a track list. No numbers on there though, which isn't a big deal because you can just count it out, but I don't know. I feel like if it would have been nice to have actual numbers next to the track names. But anyway, track list, which is good. It has some information on the right hand side and down at the bottom a little bit about publishing and stuff. And also something cool that you guys have probably noticed already is that all of these are hand numbered. I believe that both the vinyl and CD versions of the collector's edition of this album were hand numbered. I have number 45,258. And I kind of actually regret buying this when I did, because I bought this at a Barnes & Noble, and then a week later I saw it at Target with a way lower number, and I was like, man, that probably would have been, I don't know, if it, collector-wise, lower numbers tend to be better, but whichever, this is the one I have, so that's my number. It's in my possession. You guys don't, whatever. So, yeah, the back, also black and white, the front, again, sort of, I keep saying it, but I feel like there's not a whole lot else that I can say, because it when stuff is subtle, but it's supposed to be subtle, and it fits the actual theme of the album and everything, there's not really a whole lot to talk about, because it's yeah, that's simple, but it works, and that's kind of really how I feel about the artwork on this album overall. It's simple, but it's fitting, and it works really well. Opening up the case on the actual CD, you have just Damn and no artist name, which I think it would have been nice to see Kendrick Lamar written on here. Also, I mean, I'm sure it was a stylistic thing to have the D and the N in Damn get cut off a little bit, but I don't know, I think it would have looked a little bit better if they had made it a bit tinier so it fit fully onto the CD, but I'm sure that there's some sort of style reason that they did that. Again, though, I think that it's nice that it's simple, and I think that by not doing too much, they really sort of went with the theme of the album. Underneath the CD is nothing. It's black. There's not anything written under there or any pictures. On the back of the insert, it just has the Top Dog Entertainment logo. Inside of the insert, you have info about who wrote songs, who produced songs, pretty much souped up track list. Has some stuff at the end about different management info and stuff like that. So all that is good info. I always do think that the insert is kind of a good spot to put pictures and things like that. And even though, like I've said, that this album kind of goes for that sort of simple art style, I do think it would have been nice to have a little bit more in the insert rather than just the information about production and stuff. However, it is always nice to see the production information in case you're like, wow, that beat sounds a lot like a beat from this other song, and maybe it's got the same producer, or like if there's a feature that isn't listed in the actual track title, stuff like that. That's always nice to have that extra info in the insert, so it's very easy to look up and find that way. So that's about it for the art on this album. Time to talk about the actual music. Now, this is probably one of the best examples of where I can say you have almost certainly heard of this album, given that I know at the very least it literally won a Pulitzer, whatever, prize, which is sort of amazing. I believe it was the first rap album to ever do so. I'm pretty sure it won some other awards and stuff. It's an album that is one that probably could go down in history, sort of, as one of the best rap albums ever. I think that most people would agree with that. And it's not just, like, that it got that reputation and that I'm saying that just because of that. Like, just listening to the album again today before doing this review, it really is one of the best rap albums that I've ever heard, because it manages to do two of the most important things in rap, which are sound very good and be very catchy while also telling an important story. And, you know, goofy rap is great and everything, but it's also important to have some substance to your rap sometimes, at least. And this album definitely is able to do that. It, like I said, sounds very good. A lot of the songs are catchy. There's just, Kendrick is a good rapper. He's got a good flow about him. The features that were on here also did good jobs. There weren't that many features, but there's a couple. Just overall, this album is extremely good. This is one of the albums that I will definitely recommend that you check out. Like, not even one of these scenarios where I'm gonna say, oh, go listen to it first. Like, if you see this, and it's a couple years old now too, so you can probably get it for a pretty good price, definitely buy it. It is a just extremely good album. Tells some very, like, deep stories within the rap songs and stuff, and just really hits all of the marks of a great rap album. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say other than that it is definitely, it lives up to that reputation of being one of the best rap albums ever made. So yeah, that's about it for this review. Thanks for watching. Definitely check out Damn from Kendrick Lamar. Hefty recommendation from me on this one. Actually, I mean, anything from Kendrick Lamar really is pretty good, because he does a lot of managing to keep a good flow and sound while also telling important stories in his songs. So Kendrick Lamar in general is definitely an artist to check out if you haven't already. However, he's a very well-known artist, so you probably heard him even if you haven't realized that you have yet. So yeah, thanks for watching. I have so many CDs still to review, so there's a lot more CD reviews on the way still. Thanks for listening, watching, whatever. See you in a future video. Bye-bye.